Do you have to deal with any ramifications from that last interview? Anybody get really mad at you?
I got a phone call. Lance called me, but was silent. Lance, what was that about? But was silent.
But you didn't say anything about him by name, did you?
I didn't say anything about him.
He just knew that you were talking about him?
Yeah.
Which one was he?
Lance.
Yeah, but what did you say that he did? Match him up with the description.
I feel like
Why are you reaching out on behalf of them?
No, next.
You're supposed to be on her team.
Next. Next
I feel like she's your manager over here. And she's like,
I cannot with him.
What is it?
I want to talk to her.
You're acting like you're into me. It's weird.
I'm what?
You're acting like you're into me. I feel
Why
like
are
a
you gonna
little
piss her
like
off, babe?
kindergarten, like elementary school type vibe going on here.
No, don't project on me.
So I want to ask you why you hate my boyfriend. Like, act like he's not here because I feel like I'm just getting this energy that you really hate him.
First of all, that's my friend. So no, we're not about to do all that in front of me. So it's not like I have a hate for him. Separation is the greatest illusion. So if I hate him, then I hate a part of myself. So no, I don't hate him. But I've obviously seen and heard things from her. So it's like, yeah, I'm on go regardless. Like I don't, he's a man. This is his shit.
You're
I
too
respect
industry.
him.
You're standing up for the ball players and shit. You're not about the women.
Do you hate men?
No, I don't hate men.
Even after that book and everything that you had
It
to pour
actually
in?
cleansed my heart. I don't
Really?
hate
I was going to
men.
ask you that. Like, did you feel better? Do you feel like you can't, like, when you date now, you have to pick really wisely because you wrote this book where you kind of like shed a light on all your mistakes in dating, and now you feel like since you put that all out there, do you feel like you have to be really, really careful in how you move in the dating scene? You know what I mean?
I think mistakes is like, that's kind of subjective because if it led me to where I am now, then it wasn't a mistake. And then if it changed my life financially, then none of those guys were a mistake. It was like the book was meant to be written. But I think in general, as you climb, of course you have to be a little bit more selective. And for me, I definitely had my fun and was doing whatever I was doing, whoever I was doing it with. But I would say probably more men are intimidated to be with a woman who can articulate her thoughts and feelings and put it into a book and monetize it. Yeah, that's intimidating. So.
Oh, hell yeah. You banging an author and you're thinking about that? Like, not only is she
You inspired me for what book I'm going to write about him in a couple years.
Oh, yeah. Can we get some NDAs done for her, too?
Girl, I'll help you out. Let me know when you're ready to write it.
You got nothing to expose. You're going to be like, wait, he was mean to me? He, like, farted in front of me?
I was like, oh, we knew that.
Farted in front of my family really loud.
Oh, this is what she's mad about this week.
Yo, man.
I busted a fart at a family party.
Dude, you can't do that in front of my family. Anyways,
I'm gonna leave this one to you.
This whole thing.
She's
a tough one.
Next question that you want to ask her.
I was gonna ask you if you. I mean, I feel like this is kind of a dumb question, but
there's no such thing as a dumb question.
Oh, there is. He'll tell you. Would you only date a dude with a blue check mark now that you're,
That'd be kind of shallow. That'd be kind of limiting my options, I feel like.
It is shallow, but like, do you think like a random dude could just DM you or whatever, get in contact with you and you'd be down, or?
Well, I mean, I don't use my Instagram as like a dating app, you know what I mean? It's kind of like I just do it for business, and if a guy is meant to be in my life, he'll find me. And I don't know how he'll find me. I don't really know. I'm 27, single, I have no children. I mean, I can't really worry about how any man is gonna find me. You know what I mean? Like, or if he's gonna have a blue check or not. Like, I don't fucking know.
You could pull a Nicki Minaj and just date like some killer that you dated when you were like 16.
Yeah.
That's simple.
It's good for her.
It's like she would never be able to meet that guy now at this point in her life. She's never just gonna end up meeting some fucking dude from the block. I find that so interesting that she had to go back into her childhood to find somebody that felt like a normal guy to her.
I feel like it's hard nowadays since she's Nicki. People only want her for Nicki. They don't want her for.
Yeah.
So she was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna date one of the old ones." Fuck.
That's why I feel like it's like you meet people on social media and usually they're verified or whatever, because it's like, how else are you gonna meet someone? Like you're usually
you're not gonna meet them at Whole Foods.
You're usually working, And then the thing about like dating someone who's verified, just to me, it just implies that they're like also a public figure, and sometimes if you're a public figure, you might have to date a public figure so that they can understand your life and you have similarities, because it would be hard to just date a dude who managed a Starbucks, right? Or like managed at, maybe not a Starbucks, but like.
Starbucks is a great job. How dare you?
I didn't say it was a bad job. I just meant like, okay, maybe not a more Starbucks manager, but maybe something else.
You can make up to $250,000 a year as an In-N-Out manager.
Wow.
I saw that last night. That's pretty impressive,
That
right?
is, yeah.
There's a lot of rappers who ain't making that after all their expenses, It's being real.
Shots fired. We need that button.
No, but okay,
That's true.
that's the thing with Nicki is that she dated fucking Meek Mill publicly for years. One of the biggest rappers. So it's like after Meek Mill, what do? You either go up, which I think she kind of like, she tried to like she like dated Quavo for a bit and shit like that, but it didn't go like public or anything. She decided to go all the way back to square one.
She didn't go back. That bitch is up here. I
Well,
feel like
yeah.
Meek. If anyone dropped, it was Meek.
Hell no, Meek's hot as hell right now. Pause.
Well, but if anyone dropped, it was Meek. Mickey has done nothing but.
It might have seemed
escalate.
like that at first, but I feel like right now, like Meek is bigger than Nicki.
Really?
Yeah, things can change that quick.
You know all the tea. I don't know any of this.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'm tapped in. You can tell me if I'm wrong, but I mean, if you look at album sales, well, no, probably not album sales. I don't
And
know.
her radio, he ain't got nothing.
Your industry, so you're probably like best friends with Nicki Minaj. And you're like right now, you're like, stop talking about my girl. Stop talking about Lance. Stop talking about Nicki.
First of all, I would never defend Lance. Okay, I don't know him like that. But, right, goodbye. No, but I'm a barb, so of course I'm like, you know, she can date who she wants. We don't have to agree. I understand, you know, but I mean, I love Nicki Minaj, so you know, yeah. I don't know.
I love her too.
We all like different things, you know. Hey.
Yeah, definitely. So what other, you know, that as long as we're talking about the relationship though, this is one thing I did want to say is like now you're incentivized to have wild, messy ass relationships because it's just going to give you more fire shit to write about. And if you were to get into like the worst fucking relationship ever with like somebody who's really high profile, then that would be like the best thing content wise. Do you think about that?
I don't want that.
You don't want the mess so that you can create art from it?
No, because honestly, I feel like I've dated or fucked like every guy I've ever thought I ever wanted to sleep with or be with. I've met every person, every athlete. Like, there's just, to me, I'm just kind of like over all that, you know? So I wouldn't even want to be in a type of relationship where I'm like ripping and running and being spotted here and like all that attention. I think someone who has like something to lose, but not like consumed, like I'm a clout hound. I'm just so into attention. Someone that's just more low key, like I see you on social media, I maybe have met you on there, but I'm not pressed to like post all the time. Someone that's just more low key. That's what I want. I don't want to be running around. I don't want to go through another situation like I did. That was really traumatic. I've been in therapy for 5 years too, so it's like there's no way I could even take steps back and date somebody who's abusive in any form.
Right.
I can't.
But does that means bad things for your writing career, right? Because like the worst thing that could come if you wanted to make another book like that is just to get in a really stable, solid relationship, right?
But I think it could also, it depends on how you angle it, because if I have come from all these different like unhealthy, like toxic relationships, and then I found something healthy, I can kind of be like, okay, well, this is what I did, you know, like this is how you can do it. For me, I mean, I'm ready to write my other book, another one as well. So it's like more self-esteem, self-help. That's to me where I feel like my strong suit is, and when it comes to helping women and just other people.
I think I have the best idea ever. You
Oh,
guys
gosh.
buy
Here we go.
houses side by side and you both become mommy vloggers.
I was thinking that she should write her next book about their shenanigans and adventures and hotels, if you will. I want to know about the messes that happen at these cities.
But do you think
No.
people really want to hear like hotels? I feel like, you know, that is like people are going to perceive that a weird way.
I feel like even just, because a lot of people don't know who Kiana is outside of Tiana Trump. So it's like, to me, there's a lot of things about her that I find very interesting. And to me, that are more relatable than any dick sucking story or any porn she's ever shot. So that's like not something she opens up to everybody about. So I think her actually owning more of her truth and what she's been through is way more interesting than any of that other
Yeah,
shit.
I think I saw a photo that you had a comic book collection in your house. Is that your house?
Yeah.
So
That's
you-
just for looks, though.
I was about to get deep into your hobbies
That's
here.
just to appeal to the nerd fans. Like, oh, you like comic books? Yeah, me too. Buy my Snap.
Give me that money.
Wow, that is so funny.
Social media.
No, but
Just
is
the
it?
look.
Tell me this. Isn't it so shocking how conservative people still are when it comes to hoe ass shit? Because you see the video of fucking Alexa Sky in trouble with the cucumbers and everything.
No.
This
I
is
did
like
see that.
this is kind of wild because I mean what she was doing was gully as fuck because they just had some girls like on her back at this pool party and Alexa Sky is fucking her with a cucumber and then she pulls it out and just fucking starts jamming it down her own throat and it's like so obvious that this is just this wild ass pool party and you know everybody's tripping out about it and I mean I'll admit even I was like holy fuck when I
never
saw
heard
it.
of it.
Really?
When was this?
Maybe a week or two ago.
There's a lot of cucumber stuff going on, but
Cucumber
Poor
shit was
cucumbers,
madness.
they gotta go through all this
I
shit.
feel like it's
didn't know this.
like I think
I've
girls
never
should
heard
be
about
free
it.
to express themselves sexually as much as they want, but it almost looks like a zoo
I gotta say,
animal.
and I gotta
It
say-
did.
I
It
gotta
looked like
say
some
one thing.
reckless shit.
I got one thing to say.
What is your opinion on that? Like, what do
Cucumber-wise.
you see
What
that?
were you about to say?
That cucumber shit, I'm tired of people telling me to
Not
suck
big
a
enough for you?
cucumber. Suck a cucumber, bitch. I suck dicks. I do the real shit. I'm not gonna suck a cucumber and go back in life. You know what I mean? I hate when they're like, suck a cucumber, we wanna see it. I suck dicks on my Twitter. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
is weird
understand what
sometimes the
and the
requests
cucumber,
people
they're
have.
holding that shit. Like, if you want to suck a dick, it's way different. That shit's, you can't grab it up in the air and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, do it any way you want. Like, what are these?
You're in full
That's
control.
not how you
of it,
learn how
yeah.
to suck dick. You need to put that shit, glue it down. Bitch, you know, like, you gotta,
Right.
it's a dick, it's attached.
Like a cucumber's not going to teach you enough.
I don't think so.
You don't think it's good practice though?
Fuck no. How can you even like double hand it? You gotta hold the shit.
Well,
so you're just
some-
like this the whole time.
Well, you
You're-
could balance it on something,
Put it between
right?
your knees.
Get a little tripod for it.
I just don't see I feel like it's pointless.
Okay, but how do you feel about the judgment that came out of people? And it's weird because it felt like
don't
people
know.
were so judgmental about that clip because it looked so reckless. Like it looked like it
I've
was
never
not
seen
really.
it, so I have no comment on the video. I don't know.
Do you want to see it?
I don't.
No, I'm not
I mean,
gonna
I
do
don't think
it
it's
too.
really worth it.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's a fucking cucumber.
It would, yeah, you know. How do you feel about that? It's like when people act like they want to be so sex positive now, but then some shit like that happens, and it feels like people are just not ready to really accept what sluttery actually looks like when it's actually going down at a fucking pool party. Even myself, I was shocked by that one.
That's interesting.
I mean,
Comment.
honestly, the cucumbers, anything, just it's like, I do agree with you though. I actually understand. It's like, it's very contradicting. You can't say we're sex positive and then it's like we're doing wild ass shit and then now we're being judged. I don't know. For me, it's like I wouldn't be either girl, but I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh my god, that's so disgusting. Like I can't believe they did that at the pool party. It's just like, you know, cucumber price is going up. I mean, I don't know. Like,